everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Timmy Treacle coming at you again with another top 10 list. This evening I'm giving you my top 10 favorite Cameron Diaz movies. Now, she has basically since pretty much semi-retired from acting. She hasn't done any movies since 2014. She wants to focus more on her family and whatnot, and she's tired of all the traveling associated with doing the movies. And I get it, I understand, but it really sucks because I love her to death and I would really love to see her do some more movies, but I totally understand. But for now, these are my top 10 favorite Cameron Diaz movies. Coming number 10 is My Best Friend's Wedding. Number 9 is A Life Less Ordinary. Number 8 is Gangs of New York, which I just talked about, and my top 10 Leonardo DiCaprio movies. She's fantastic in this movie. There's some critics that don't like her performance, think that her performance was overrated, that she wasn't good at all, and I highly disagree with that. I love how she plays off DiCaprio's character, and I just love the fact that she's doing something different than just, comedies or romantic comedies. She's stepping outside her realm and doing something serious. And I love that. And I loved about this movie. And I loved her character. I love the movie in general. I think it's a great movie. And definitely worth the top 10 spot for her. Number 7 is a movie I just watched a few days ago called The Holiday. I love this movie. Great romantic comedy. You have Kate Winslet, of course, Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, and Jude Law. And Diaz and Winslet are unhappy with their relationships and they're looking for a break. So they decide to swap homes. Winslet goes to California and Diaz goes to England, and they meet two completely different gentlemen with whom they start to fall for. Winslet's character also meets a great old man who's in the show business, movie business, actually won Oscars and everything, but it's been down about himself because he just doesn't really have the will to want to go on and whatnot. And Kate Winslet's character really changes his look on life and gets him back up and on his feet and gets him walking again, and goes to accept this special award. I believe it was from the Screen Actors Guild Award, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a great movie. I love romantic comedies. I know there's some critics out there, especially ones on YouTube, that hate rom-coms, but I really enjoy them. And there are a few stinkers, but for the most part, I think they're great. And this is no exception. I think Jack Black gives a great performance along with Jude Law, and I love the chemistry between Winslet and Jack Black, and then Jude Law and Diaz. I think it's phenomenal. So yeah, The Holiday, definitely check it out. Coming number 5 is The Invisible Circus. Jordana Brewster stars in this movie with Cameron Diaz. Diaz goes missing, and Jordana Brewster goes in search to find out what happens to her sister. And this is a great drama movie, a mystery drama, I call it. Even though I've only seen it the one time, it really hit home, and she does eventually find out what happens. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but definitely check it out. It is a fantastic movie, underrated in my opinion. Coming to number 4 is My Sister's Keeper. This movie I just watched the other day. The reason I knew about it, besides seeing it on my on-demand Stars channel, one of my friends, Tabitha Duncan, has talked about it on Facebook, and she was watching it again for like the 3,000th time or whatever. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to skip ahead and watch that movie first. And it's a fantastic movie. Basically, it's about Diaz's character. She's a mom. she has kids, two girls, and one of which has uh, cancer. And so what they do is they do this experiment where she has another baby that's a perfect donor match for her older daughter. Well, eventually her youngest daughter gets tired of um, donating and going through all the surgeries and blood transfusions and all that. And so she sues for medical emancipation from her parents. And there's a big hoopla, and there's Alec Baldwin's in the movie, does a great job. Uh, Joan Cusack is the judge in the movie. She does a great job. I love this movie, and it is a tearjerker. So have your Kleenex ready because it is a very sad movie, but it's really great. It's one of Cameron Diaz's best performances, and like I said, she can do dramatic roles and everything. She can step outside the romantic comedies and do some other roles. I don't think she's ever been in a horror movie. I would love to see her in a horror movie. That'd be pretty cool. Number 3 is Shrek. I love all the Shrek movies. I know some critics and some YouTubers who don't like all the Shrek movies. They think the second one is better than the first one, and blah blah blah. Which I don't know. I love the first one because I love the villain in the movie. John Lithgow, who plays Lord Farquaad, is amazing. And besides Diaz, you have Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy. It's a phenomenal movie. And I love all the rest of the movies. Shrek Forever After, Shrek 3, I love them all. But the first one really I connect with. And so, yeah, definitely worth number 3 on my top 10 favorite Cameron Diaz movies. Number 2 is There's Something About Mary. Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller. You have appearance by Brett Favre. Matt Dillon's in the movie. And it is about Diaz and Stiller who go to high school together. And Stiller asks her to prom. And she says yes. Well, a lot of some funny things happen to Mr. Stiller that stops him or prevents him from going to the prom. And years later, he hires a private eye, played by Matt Dillon, to track her down. And all the while, everybody's falling for Mary. Everyone wants to get with Mary, including the PI, close friends. It is an hysterical movie. I believe it was the Peter and Bobby the Farrelly brothers that did this movie, and it's just hilarious. There's many scenes that make you want to go ooh, especially the hair gel scene for Cameron Diaz. But nonetheless, There's Something About Mary is great. It's got a great score, great direction, great characters, and yeah, I love it. Coming to number 1 is her feature film debut, starring alongside Jim Carrey, and that is 1994's The Mask. This movie basically catapulted her career, her stardom. And she was 21 when she did this movie. Jim Carrey was just getting to almost the peak of his career. He had 3 movies come out in 1994 that were fantastic. You had Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask. The Mask is a great comedy. I wouldn't even say a kind of a superhero comedy. Jim Carrey is a banker. She comes in to want to open up an account, but really she's there to surveillance the place so the guys can rob it, her boyfriend and everything. And Carrie finds a mask that has special powers when you put it on. he turns into, I'd say, like an animated character in a way, and he's able to do pretty much what Looney Tunes characters can do on their show. Pulls out weapons, he can stretch himself, he can do a lot of funny things. And Jim Carrey is one of his best performances in this movie. But I love Cameron Diaz. She's so beautiful. And yeah, this is my favorite movie with her. And as I said, these top 10 lists can change over time. But for right now, The Mask, my number one favorite Cameron Diaz movie. So in the comment section below, please tell me. Let me know what some of your favorite Cameron Diaz movies are. And did you agree with my list? Did you not agree with it? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you like this video and many more, stay tuned for more movie reviews, top 10s, and rankings. But other than that, I thank you for watching and check you later.